Thanks for coming out, everybody. Here we are at the tail end of 2018. 20 green teen. Big year for Canada. I don't know if you guys heard. Marijuana is legal now. You guys don't smoke pot. I was expecting a yip yip. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I know that you know that marijuana is legal now because the CBC was on about a 23-second loop for like the week leading up before we got legalized. And you know, it divided the country. It polarized us. Half of us were over here like, that's fine, that's okay, it's about time. And the other half of us were like, people are gonna be smoking too much weed now, it's gonna affect their memory, it's gonna affect cognitive function. But I was like, relax, it's 2018. We just legalized marijuana. And you know, it's polarized the country. Like half of you guys, you're like, that's fine, that's okay, about time. But then you guys are like, what if people smoke too much? What if it affects their memory and their cognitive function? Don't worry about it. It's 2018. 20 green teen. I don't know if you guys were watching the news in October, but they legalized marijuana. No, can you imagine if that was my whole 15 minutes? Has anyone here been to the Cannabis NB store yet? Show of hands. Be honest, you're not criminals anymore. So I went into the Cannabis NB store, and you know, I get into the first door, and then it's about as welcoming as a prison. I felt like I felt more guilty going to buy legal weed than I ever felt buying like illegal weed. But you know, whatever. I pushed through the two security guards and the bulletproof glass, and I opened the door into a big fucking empty room. Like literally, there's nothing, like it's like counters, and then like you can break dance in the middle. But there's like really happy and energetic staff members behind the counter. They're like. So I went up to the first one, and I was like, "Hi, man," and he's like, "Hi, how can I help you?" And I was like, "I would love to spend $30 on weed, please." And he's like, "Sure. I mean, no, sorry, we're all out." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, we don't have any dried buds." I said, "Oh, okay, well, what do you have?" He's like, "We have oil." Oil? Like, what do I do with oil? I said, "Well, you can bake with it." And I started to get a little flustered. I was like, I didn't say this, but I was like, motherfucker, I came here because I want to get baked, not because I want to learn to bake to get baked. There's one too many bakes. I was like, what do I even do with it? He's like, you just put some under your tongue, and then you wait a bit, and if you don't get stoned, then you do a little bit more, then you wait a bit again, and then you're out of oil. It's like, all right, maybe I'll learn to bake, I don't know.